Hi and welcome to Made of Yarn podcast. This is March 2025. I'm Lotte, I'm coming from Sweden, and this will be about knitting. You also welcome new one and you older ones. Welcome so much. I will talk today, as usual, what I'm wearing. I've been test knitting since last time. I will show you that, what I'm knitting on, and so on. And I will apologize for the lightning. I'm sitting in a room where I have the window right in front of me, so you can see it here. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't disturb you that much. Who am I? Well, I'm Lotte, as I said. I'm living in Sweden, about in the middle of Sweden, on the east coast, in a house with my husband for the moment. And we have raised 4 children here. Now they are between 25 and soon 35. Time flies. If you don't know it, if you're new here, I'm home with a pension, do you say so? Sickness benefit, because I have I'm chronically ill. So I have all the time in the world when I'm not lying totally, so I can't do anything, so I knit and I crochet a lot, and that's really it's a meditative thing to do, and as you know, I talked about it before also, it's good for you. It's something that the movements that is good for your brain and your blood pressure and so on. So I'm so glad that I can do it. So some of this I will show you. So it's also one of the reasons why I have this channel, to both for myself, to have it so I can see what I've done over the years, and also show you something and perhaps give some inspiration. I don't know. I'm wearing something I have had a couple of times before, and it's Love Note by Tinkan. I really like the pattern I made too, and I'm considering perhaps I will make some more. I always 2 times. I don't make the whole repetition in the chart because it goes. Oh, sorry, just water. Because too much down. I can't find the words. So this is perfect. This. Just to have 2 repetitions. I will just check. I have my notes beside me here, so I will see, so I don't. So I remember everything. But as always, something pops up, and I can talk about something else also. Well, I can talk about what I have been test knitting since last time. I can show you one that I started yesterday in this bag. It's a Novita 7 Brother yarn, and it's in a bag that I got from the Playful Knitter. I don't know if you can see it, from Denmark, Marlene. I love this bag. It's so perfect for those small knits as socks, mittens, and so on. I haven't made so much yet. I got the pattern yesterday. I forgot to bring up it. I'm upstairs in the house to bring sock blockers. I will use my hand. I don't know how much you can see. I've started the heel flap here. It's the pattern will be. It's named Koto, and she will also make a sweater with the same pattern. I don't know when she will release it, but I got the pattern yesterday, as I said. But it's a fast knit because it's in a DK weight. Novita 7 Brothers is actually. I'm sorry for the shadow here. It says Aran, but it's 200 meters, 280 yards on 100 grams. So it's Deco Aran-ish yarn. I really like it. Really, it's a good sock yarn, and also for sweaters, cardigans, and so on. I've used it a lot over the years. So this was my newest test knit that I started yesterday. I made also another test knit for her, and it's a pillowcase. Can you see? If you follow, it's. Did I say who it was? Annie Juti Knits from Finland. I'm sorry if I forgot it. Annina Juti. She's a designer and also have a YouTube channel. I guess most of you know about her. She is a very good designer. So this will be, it's not out yet, but soon, any minute, the Zigzag Zen pillowcase. Sorry, I have, the pattern, you can see it first here. It's a little bit different on each, the colors is the same colors, but I picked them in another way here as here. Well, anyhow, I also made, she has also, it will be a collection perhaps, she has this Zigzag Zen blanket. I made one last year, and I have one that I have in a wardrobe for the moment, but I love to knit this kind of pattern. You start with small squares, and then you put some edge on hole on a thread something and wire, and then you make another rectangle and another rectangle and until it's a square. So it's in 3 different sizes. I made the largest one. I don't know in inches, I'm sorry, but it's 40, 50 and 60 centimeters. So the largest one is then 60 centimeters all over. Because I have a pillow inside that I bought on IKEA. And I love these big square pillows to have just on the bed, and it's perfect to lie on. But it's an old pillowcase inside a pillow, so I will buy a new one with better, so the shape will be a little bit better. You can choose between, you make two squares, and then you knit an I-cord to the both together with an I-cord. So you can either knit it so it's, I can't find the word, so it's totally closed, or put in a zipper. But the zipper I had in this size was too hard, so I think if someone lie down, you will scratch your cheek and chin. So I actually put in buttons instead, all over, and they are more soft than a hard zipper, and it's easy. Just I didn't do any buttonholes. It's just easy to pull it through like this. So this pattern will come out any minute now. So 2 test knits since the last time for Annie Juti Knits. Love it. I had also another test knit for she lives in Finland, but it's a Swedish talking area. So it's Victoria Snellman, Lykkeliten is her design name. And this is a pattern, it's also not out yet. I don't know how well you can see it. It's a cardigan, and it's cropped, and it's with the front pieces are just with raw edges, so don't make any ribbed edges or so. It's for my daughter Lovisa. She wore it last weekend. She was in the southern of Sweden and visited some friends, and there it was like almost summer warm. So she had a dress with no sleeves and this also. She almost wore it too warm. I actually my cardigan is thinner than the in the original pattern. It's called lemon fluff cardigan, and it will, as I said, it will come out any minute also now. But because in the pattern you will have 3 threads of to make and knit with 9mm needles, because you should have 14 in 10 centimeters or 4 inches. You will have 14 stitches. But I actually got with this yarn. It's a cheaper yarn from a store called Rusta, and it's mostly acrylic, but it's mohair and wool also in it. But with needles 5mm, I got the same gauge. And Lovisa is more happy over that because it's so light and airy and perfect as a summer evening or colder days here in Sweden. So now she wants one in every color you can have, and it was a really fast knit. So I will make her more, absolutely. So that was 3 test knits that I made. And I had to take a sip of water. I have another in my work in progress in the same yarn called Rusta's Moa acrylic yarn. I'm working on a sweater for my son's girlfriend, Charlotte. Don't know how well you can see it. This is a mix between 2 patterns, actually. The first body is a free pattern from Edna. You have them also on Ravelry if you go into Svarta fåret. I don't know exactly. Anyway, you can have them also in English and in other languages. So the pattern is actually a child pattern for children up to 14 years, but she is a small, a very petite girl. So the body is for 12 to 14 years or something. But the sleeve, the sleeve is the most important for her, and also that it's not an itchy yarn. This is from a pattern that I made 2 sweaters for Lovisa, my daughter Lovisa, and Charlotte have seen them. I said, I would love to have one also. And it's a Swedish designer, Helen Olsson, Garnfrun, and she has a pattern called No Name. With this, I showed them before. If you have been here before, I showed it before, and I forgot was it called bell sleeves? In Sweden we say like trumpet sleeves, but it was something else in English. But you can see them; they are like this. So she wanted that, but I'm changing the because she wants a straight body. Not the original is more, it's a wider body, and it's also cropped, and she wanted a longer one. Well, I made this two patterns together. So I haven't, usually this would be folded in, so usually I always knit it together at the same time, but I'm not sure. I have to when she comes tomorrow, are coming for dinner, so she will try it, so I know that the sleeves are okay for her. So I finished half of the other one, something like that. And I can't really understand why I put the neckline on hold. What I was thinking, perhaps if she wants a higher neck or something. I will ask her tomorrow. So, well, it's nice to have something, a cheaper yarn also to use now and then. Of course, it's always good with. Another knit that I'm making is also a free pattern from this company, Edna. They have Svarta Fåret and Järbo. I'm sorry, it's totally gone. This is a sock, also in English, in other languages. I haven't done much, but it's from toe up, and I'm working with, it's kind of in between sport weight and DK yarn, and this is Novita Nalle from Finland, but in the pattern it's Järbo Mellanraggi. But this is a yarn that I dyed a couple of years ago with what's in acorns. With acorns, and I have one a fluff yarn also together, and the pattern is called feather in English. So fjäder is feather. Yeah, feather is fjäder. It's better to say that. I have actually to say I've talked so fast, and I don't know what I talked about. Annie Juti knits. I showed you the lemon fluff cardigan. No, I haven't talked about Charlotte, because also I have another sweater. I made another sweater for my daughter Lovisa, but she have it. I don't have it here. I will show you photos soon. I made it with this pattern, no name, as I talked about before, with these sleeves. Lovisa loves it. I had a Viking of Norway yarn, alpaca Maja, and she wanted it in stripes. So I made almost from that pattern. The no name is with raglan, but I made a round yoke. So I can show you photos on Lovisa here. So, well, that's her favorite pattern, this no name. So you can make it in different ways. One colors, many colors, and so on. And I guess she will wish more of that same. I'm looking, here it is. I'm searching for another. Also, I will just check here. I'm so sorry. I talked about that one. And a little bit water again. I forgot my sock bucket downstairs, and I don't know how well you can see this. It's a sock that I'm knitting with an opal yarn in this series, Van Gogh series, with the vase, sunflowers in a vase colors. And it's a pattern, I just make it up as I go. in the ribbing here, I start with 3 pearls and 1 knit. Then I change it, so in the leg I have 3 knits and 1 pearl. Don't know if you can see it here. In the heel flap I'm taking back the first. I'm doing the pearls, 3 pearls and 1 knit there also. And I make something in the gusset here, but it's also the same, but I don't know how well you can see it now. It's so little. Also these 3. So first my thought was something is happening also there in the gusset, but it's so much. Perhaps you can see it if you have just 1 color on the yarn. But anyway, and then the foot on the up here, the up side, do you say so? On the foot is this rib, but just stockinette on the button, but on the other side. I'm on the heel, on the gusset now on the second one, so I will perhaps finish these ones in this before the week is ending. I will. Oh, I can tell you a sad story also, even though you don't know about it. But one of my almost local yarn stores here is about 25 kilometers from here. This weekend it's Wednesday now. On Friday night to Saturday, it burned down. A friend of mine sent me an SMS and a photo, because she lives 3 kilometers from there. And it's so sad. It's really so sad. It was a really big store. And if you've been here before, I've shown they have every August in that village. It's called Kilafors. They have... they call it farmer on the village. So they have so much going on. They are selling food and things and so on. And this yarn store has a catwalk. So 2 years in a row I have been there and made some film from it. So it was August last year and the year before. So if you are interested to see how it looks, you can look at the catwalk in that episode. I don't know which, but it's August 24 and 23. I guess it has to be. And it was a sad. I hope they have energy to build it up again. Really, really, really. What was it? Well, yes, I made for my brother's grandchildren. They are between 4 and 12. I showed before when I was knitting on each. They had got each a sweater each, and then also my plan was when they had this a winter holiday a week ago now to make. I made a gift box for them with some crafty things and Donald Duck books for the boys and a little bit of this and that, so they have something fun to do. And it was good because they were of course sick. They got an influenza on their free school vacation. It's so typical. It was the same for both for me and my husband when we were children. We were always sick when we were free from school. But for little Daisy, I made, I don't know if it's called hand puppets, and I don't have them here, but we made a little film. It's sadly we filmed it, so it's just a small. It's not wide enough, but I hope you can see. So I will put it in so you can see them. There you can see it. It was, it's also, I made it from a free pattern also on this järbo.se, edna.se. And it was in the pattern it was, what is she called? Red hood. I forgot totally. I will put it in here. But I was afraid that she should be afraid of them. So instead I made Daisy herself and their little. They have a puppy. Is it a? In Swedish is tax. Is it dachhund? I don't know what it's called in English. A little dog they have. So it's Pedro and Daisy. And she was so happy. She ran around. She was here because my brother helped me to bring the packages to them. So then Daisy were here. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But it was a hit, really. I will just check my notes so I don't forget anything here. I talked about that. In April, I will have in Swedish. I will perhaps also make something in English in April, but it will be like a knit-a-thon, but it's not a knit-a-thon. But in Swedish then. So I will have 40 minutes together with another podcast, a Swedish podcaster called Eva Holm. So if you know Swedish, if you understand something, we will have that in April 5th. And in Swedish, in Central European time, it's 11 p.m. But we'll record it in before, not have it live, because I always have trouble to make it live, to make it work. Well, I'm grateful that you had hopefully patience enough to be here all the time. I'm grateful for you who are subscribing, and if you are liking this content, perhaps the thumbs up, and I would love to hear something. If you can write what's your plans for if you are living where we are going towards summer, but I know some of you are going towards winter, but please tell me what you are knitting on or what you are planning to do. Perhaps we can give each other some tip on patterns also. But we also welcome back another time, and I'm grateful for that you are visiting me now. I wish you the best until next time. Bye.